can't believe it. This nightmare's finally over. I can finally stop talking about fucking Ultraman Decker. I can finally get those voices out of my head.
What voices?
Gar, we're real.
Oh god, those voices. They're back.
Gar, this is the voice inside your head. Give Bill $200.
USD or Canadian?
USD.
Or is it bear dollars?
Bears don't use dollars. We use fish.
So
I thought you gambled with picnic baskets.
Well, you know Vegas. He's not smarter than the average bear. Welcome, everyone, to episode 12 of Ultra Galaxy Chat, the final episode of Season 1. The show where we talk about the current Ultraman, which is Ultraman Decker. He is still current because his movie hasn't come out yet. Was.
In terms of recording.
In terms of recording, it has not come out yet.
Depending on when this episode comes out.
I still have money on Dynas being present day Decker.
Oh yeah, I'm fully on deck. I'm fully on deck for that one.
Nice.
How long were you sitting on that one?
About like 11 episodes.
Damn. Impressive.
See, it's right there in the notes. It got dusty. The digital note got dusty.
Digital dust.
But yes, I am Gar, of course, and with me are my good friends Jerry.
Hello, everybody.
Decker.
Hello.
The bear himself, Vegas.
Yo.
And our good friend Seven.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, there was going to be more people here, but they realized, oh, that requires watching the show.
No, Blaze hasn't watched the show. Kaguya is currently busy doing a Dungeons and Dragons game.
And so speaking of which, we are talking about the final 5, Jeepus Murphy, the final 5 episodes of Ultraman Decker. Episodes 22, 23, 24, 25, and the 3rd special episode.
Grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll be here a bit.
So yeah, episode 22, the fall of Bazdo?
Bosdo.
Basdo.
And can we just talk about how we begin the episode with a puppy?
Yes.
Firsty. The name of the dog is Firsty.
Firsty, which, funny enough, if you've been watching Ultraman for a while, you may notice that this isn't that dog's first cameo. This dog is like 10 years old by this point. It's had a cameo in X. It's had a cameo in Taiga, I think. It's like the director's personal dog.
It's the Subaraya dog.
We get a little snippet into the day of items.
I love my family. I love my dog. I love my planet. What could possibly go wrong? All right, humans. How is it that whenever it comes to science fiction, it always ends up us being the assholes that ruin everything?
Because we are the assholes that ruin everything.
We are the assholes that ruined everything.
And I even love how, just like we did in the early episodes of Decker, there's like, oh, it's weird that the sphere put a force field over our planet. Oh well.
We tried breaking it, it didn't work, so we all just assumed, it'll get better.
And then the spear came in and then fucked shit up, including the dog and Agim's wife, Layla.
Not the dog.
Not the wife.
Who cares about the wife? What about the dog?
You take my home planet. You can take my bloody wife. My dog? That's where I draw the line.
John Wick 5, Ogum Strikes Back.
What if that was the big plot twist? That, like, Leia, Leia, and it's like everyone keeps thinking it's a woman. Flashes back, it's his dog.
It's a dog.
He wanted revenge for his dog.
Dog wearing his wife's dress.
The dog wearing the dress. Say Agams, turns out he's been absorbing some sphere energy.
Ever since fucking Dinah blew a hole in the Terror Phaser, let's just say he don't be feeling good.
Yeah, to paraphrase Zordon, too much sphere energy is dangerous.
Geez,
Yeah.
it's like having tubes connecting to your own back would be a bit of a downfall.
Also, the
That is-
fact that he's using sphere energy as a power source.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he just bitched and complained to Kanata about that. About, oh, how dare the humans use that? Bitch, you literally have a sphere inside Terror Phaser.
Okay, to be fair, he was able to control it. It's not until Dinah blew a hole in it.
Geez, Agams, have you ever heard of hypocrites up in space?
Hey, Ogums, want to hear a human saying? Pot, meat, kettle.
He contacts Gut Select. Just be like,
He Zoom called Gut Select.
he Zoom calls them. It's like, hey, I haven't used this service in a while. I'm like, hey, that's me whenever I try Skype. But yeah, that's where we sort of find out like the whole backstory in the sense of why he's doing this.
So essentially, his whole backstory is, in the future, his planet, Planet Basdo, was a prosperous planet, and then they encounter a spaceship from an Earthling. Ooh, that's bad news. And then all of a sudden, the Spear came in and covered up the entire planet. But luckily, Decker and Dinah came in Miracle type, to be specific, and basically helped them out. And so Planet Basto decided to join forces with the humans to fight the Spears. And sadly, it kind of backfired because they got covered up by the Spears again.
So essentially, I can understand where Agams is coming from. Humans are the problem of all this.
Because they're the reason why the Spears even came to their planet.
Now it's time to get revenge on people that didn't even do it.
On people who weren't even born.
Before we did this recording, I actually went out and watched all 4 episodes again, and I bit by bit take in every single frame that is happening in each episode. And I think I can piece Agim's true plan. He's going to team up with the Spears, go back in time before the Spears did anything to his home planet or attacked Earth or basically attacking the outer universe. Because there is a line in episode 22 where he looks at his phase riser and says the line, "If I join Mother." And I think his plan was that he's going to this point in time do all this batshit crazy thing, but in the end, he's going to use Terror Phaser to blow up Mother Spear.
Because they mention in the final episode that if you destroy Mother Fearosaurus,
Mhm.
you blow her up, there goes the spheres. All of
And
time and space.
Yeah, and I think the reason why he chose that era is because it's the easiest point. Because one, it does not affect his planet, and two, if he's able to succeed this mission, every planet that's being conquered by the Spears are all safe again.
It just won't bring his wife and dog back.
Yeah, which is why I bring up he's sacrificing himself because in the final in the second last episode, Kanata even freaking shouted him that your real intention isn't that you blame the humans for the bullshit that happened, was because you blame yourself for all that happened. And that is when it hit me. Oh my god, this character is fucking good.
Agams basically needed something to blame for something that he shouldn't really be blaming. It wasn't the humans' fault.
Yeah.
It's just the spheres. It will get into where the spheres actually come from.
And it doesn't have the fact that he's essentially like going crazy because of this fear, so he doesn't really have to have the mindset to think straight.
Because, that's what the spheres have been doing to all these kaijus as well. Like, think of it. Think of Gomora, think of Red King, Megalothor. All of them that have been infected with spheres have started to go crazy. They go berserk. They're not
Yeah.
thinking properly. So, to see that on a human level, that's disturbing. Especially with the whole scales on the face. Ugh.
Those look painful.
I mean, it is it's essentially just eating them from the inside.
Because it's not only eating you physically, it's literally destroying your mind and well-being.
And the cutting back to the episode, after Agam had a talk with the captain, with all the other Gut Select members surrounding him, Agam summoned Gandalar, the winged monster.
The retool of Pagos, just with new ears.
Use the necklace that the Kaizaki's professor had.
Shiganaga?
And it didn't even last long because all he did was just blast him, and then he just runs away.
Yeah, it wasn't even Ultraman that defeated him. It was the Guts Griffin. It was Hanajiro gets one win. He gets one kill.
No, he didn't kill it. The thing just flew away, and then Agam's like, "What the fuck, man?"
No, it flew away. And then, because I had to go back and think about that. I'm like, what did happen to it? And I go back. Hanajiro piloted the Guts Griffin and blew him up. Hanajiro has a kill count now.
Decker good.
Decker good.
Decker good. Cute little trivia note. Kaizaki was actually wielding a miniature maser cannon as a freaking bazooka. Decker and Terraphaser made a giant crater into the city.
Oh, yeah,
That fight was beautiful.
Yeah, that fight scene. The tension in this fight scene where you see Terraphaser and Decker one moment, and then we cut to Agams and Kanata.
They blew up a city.
Yeah.
Their fight was so strong they blew up a city.
Their beam struggle was so powerful. If I had to give this finale any complaints, it's just, damn, do Decker and the Terraphaser just fight each other a lot.
I mean, it's the big good and the big bad.
He's so bad, he's getting the figure art.
Would you take this or the constant Trigger versus Chimera fight?
I'd rather take this.
Yeah, this.
Yeah, this.
We got to see what the dynamic shield does with the strong type ability.
Here comes a giant fist.
Giant fist.
A giant fire fist. It's like Falcon punch.
And then freaking Terraphaser took that hit and then freaking started blasting.
And just when you think, okay, who's gonna win this fight?
They both got knocked the fuck out.
They knock each other out. Ryumon finds out that Kanata's Decker.
Oh shit.
And right as Agam shows up, temporary memory loss.
He forgot.
And his reaction was, "Where am I? Is this Bosdo? I took the wrong turn at Albuquerque, and boy, are my arms tired."
Space Albuquerque. And that leads straight into the next episode, The Sky of Despair, which is, funny enough, the last episode of Decker to air in 2022.
And I gotta say, out of all these four, besides the last two finale, I think this episode is my favorite of the finale. Just because of the scene between Kanata and Agam just talking.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no dramatical music. It's just two people talking about each other and then trying to help each other out.
I really love that. Like, just a little bit of continuity. That, like, there's, of course, glass between the two of them in the scene. So the reason why Kanata wants to talk to him is they believe that Agams, now that he's not evil, could possibly help them figure out how to defeat the spheres once and for realsies.
And we finally did.
Yeah.
That's when we learned about Mother.
Which is weird. You'd think it'd just be called Mother Sphere. But no, according to the translations, it's Mother Spherosaurus.
Does that mean that space dinosaur is a thing?
I guess. I guess Spherosaurus
I guess.
isn't just a infected saurus.
So essentially, Agams. This is pre. Okay, from the dialogues pre Leia's death, Agams, because he still believes that his wife is still alive.
And I love it. We were all thinking, okay, is this like a ruse? Is this like a thing that he's doing on purpose? No, he straight up had a memory loss.
Yeah, and I think it's because the more he used Terror Phaser, the more because when he used the Terror Phaser, especially now that he has like the spear like factor within him, I think, and since it's essentially eating himself up and eating his memories, I think because of the fight he had with Decker, both ending with a draw, his mind was just like, oh yeah, collapse. Oh wait, what happened? Where am I?
I think it, in a way, his mind is, he's becoming to be more zombified. Like, he can't think properly. He's like, his mind is basically turning to mush.
And then we find, and then I think this is where we see the real Agams, because the way he talks about humans is not I hate them, I want revenge. Is they're my friends, and
He's just
my
a
wife.
genuinely nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
Too bad the spheres are like, all right, full scale assault, Mom's coming.
Although it was a nice touch where he did bring up the line about good intentions that he was told earlier in the series.
Yeah. And then Kanata basically saying, I'm just doing what I think is right and what will bring a brighter future." And then Agams turn around and say, "Me too." And I'm like, okay, I don't hate this guy. I can't hate this guy.
Yep.
He's just not who himself right now. That's it.
You do a lot of stupid things when you're in love.
You know you picked a great actor or made a great character, but you can hate him 1 second and then make you sympathize with him.
It's the biggest rule of how to write a perfect villain. You don't write them with evil intentions. You write them as if they're the hero of their story.
Like the only thing I complain about his story is that I think it's a little bit draggy in some parts, but in the last 4 episodes, it just come full circle.
Oh, fully agree. As much as I love it, I feel like the whole Agams versus Kanata fight has sort of dragged out in the course of the second half of the show, where we could have easily had a few more character episodes.
If not focus on it, have it be elements in the background.
Yeah. Like, straight up have it be that Agams went MIA, so you can't find him. So when he does show up again, it makes him a bigger threat.
Which he is now because the spear attack, and he finally remembers.
And of course, the spheres summon, they send in Red King, they send in Gomra, and they send in my personal favorite, Neo Megas.
Yeah, because it's a new suit, so we gotta use it.
Gotta sell the toys for Christmas.
Gotta sell them vinyls.
They're back, and they're better than ever, because holy shit, Decker got whooped.
Damn, if only I had my own kaiju buddies that could fight these things.
I think even if he summons his monster, they're not gonna last long.
Well, no, but they could... I hate to say this, they could be cannon fodder.
I don't think that's in Kanata's character, though.
True. Because I was thinking about this when doing the notes on these episodes. I'm over here thinking, this finale could have went the extra mile of giving us the assist monsters. Maybe we could have gotten Grace back. Or maybe bring in Ellie, the Ella King, and be like, oh, she overfed again.
Yeah, I was actually expecting that to be what the finale be, because that's what I visioned. Oh yeah, they're setting up these characters so that they will come in the final episode to help them out. And then it hit me that even if they did, I think the way they handled the final episode just works. And I don't think they will need it. Decker went fucking sicko mode and turned into a Beyblade.
He saw those fear monsters and he was twirling towards victory.
He beats the shit out of all of them until he didn't realize, oh no, there's a cannon in front of me. Bang. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. Ryumon was a bro in this episode. Man just says, Kanata, do what you gotta do, because you gotta help us out, man.
Yes. Ryumon finds out that Kanata is Decker. And he asks Hanajiro, when did you find out? And he was like, episode 3. You bitch.
And he brings up like, I saw things like similar injuries, for instance.
Yeah, he basically comes to some realization internally of like all the connections. It's like it all makes sense.
All the times where like, oh yeah, it kind of does Decker, but like I'm not being serious. Oh wait, I was right the whole time.
Like, does he tell anyone? Does he call him out?
No.
No.
Are you Decker? Yes. Okay, I'll help you out.
Just
Okay, I'll help you out.
like Ryumon understands that what Kanata's been doing, he's giving it his all as Decker. So he's like, I just love what he says. Go do your thing. When he's trying to help out someone.
Like, just say to somebody's like, do what you do best.
And then let's just say pillars are starting to rise.
Obelisks.
Yeah, they're plus. We get the creation of 3 sphere obelisk, and that equals we're fucked.
Yeah, and a trigger appeared in space, and a portal came out, and let's just say Mother is here.
Mom's home and you didn't get the groceries out of the freezer.
And then we got this actual cool shot.
Oh yeah, like it's this beautiful like freeze frame. It's fucking gorgeous.
That is wallpaper.
Freaking Trinity form. He's at his strongest. He's charging at this. There's a big solar flare in between them. This is gonna be the biggest epic fight ever.
Literally went to normal on Earth and literally loses.
And you can hear the wah, 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 wah.
Oh no, that's not the thing I'm pissed off about.
What's got you pissed?
The fact that, oh, by the way, it's Christmas. By the way, it's New Year's. So you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for a new episode.
Oh, you're mad about the wait.
Not just that. By the way, here's the next episode. It's a goddamn special recap episode.
Which
boy.
It's basically Marulu recounting the times that we were at the end of the world because Hoda's freaking out.
We watch too many Goku shows. This is the norm.
Like that. That's it.
Whose idea was it to be like, hey, you know what this finale needs? A clip episode. Not at the end, not at the beginning. Just wedged right in the damn middle of it.
That's one. Like this is one thing that's been like I'll say about a lot of recent ultras that I'm not against the clip shows, but they're sporadically placed.
If I were in charge of this, personally, I would have had this be the epilogue episode of Decker. You do the finale, and then if you need to have one more clip show, you do it at the very end, where it sort of just recaps the, man, that finale was tough. But hey, at least we're moving forward.
Be like, oh man, Decker went through a lot. I'm like, well, here's what happened with Trigger, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and it's basically like a condensed version of the finale.
But no, smack dab before the last couple episodes.
And to leave us on the cliffhanger of like Trigger going up against Mother, it's like, damn, that's really intense.
Although I'm gonna say this right now, because we have officially seen her in this episode. Mother Spherosaurus, favorite kaiju in Decker.
God damn, this monster is thick.
Like there is a haunting beauty about it, if that makes sense.
A height of 88 meters and weight of 88,000 tons. An average Ultraman is 44,000 tons and is 53 meters. So this thing's almost the equivalent of double the size and weight.
She is literally a tower compared to Decker.
It's bigger than your mom. 7. It's so big, the toy is accurate.
Hey guys, there's the budget.
I really want that final figure.
Same.
See what you want about Subaraya not having a lot of money? They put their money where it belongs.
Like, you look closely at it, you can see the money it's made out of.
And I really like how when Mother Spear came in the portal, it's like a cocoon.
I'll bring up this little trivia note that I found out. After the show ended, I think it was the writer of the show, or it was one of the executive producers, where they shared their head canon of where the spheres came from. And you know what? I'll consider it canon, because why not? Allegedly, They are the same spheres from Ultraman Dyna.
I believe it.
Okay.
They have the ability to travel through time and space. So it's essentially the spheres that were left behind in Dyna regrouped and started invading a different universe. And
That's one way to connect to the old show.
So essentially, the black hole at the end of Dyna, spoilers, leads into this universe.
I believe it.
Oh. But that would mean that all of the previous times where the spear appeared, like the Saga movie, that means that there's an in-between.
Well, remember, it's a black hole. It warps time and space.
I forgot time placement in the Ultraman universe is weird.
Well, I mean, heck, in the clip show New Generation Stars, the first episode acknowledges this comes from Decker's universe, which is set in the future. Wouldn't that just be your guys' present?
I said, wouldn't it be present for you guys?
Or just the timeline doesn't make sense. It's like, so Decker is technically in the future, but he's in your present.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Hey, at least it's not Zia.
Decker, no. That Decker.
We put everything in one timeline, even though some of them is in a different universe.
Recap episode, it's fine. More Hoda, more Marulu. What else can you ask for?
Kick-ass cover of the Dyna opening by Voyager.
That. And with that out of the way,
now we can talk about how Trigger crashes down onto the Earth.
Oh yeah, it just hit me that these 4 episodes technically happened in one day.
And holy shit, what a day it's gonna be.
It's literally the end of the world.
But no, I do like whenever they're regrouping, because previous episode, after this pillars are made, they release a wave that knocks down the Nurse Dese again. So everyone plans, okay, we'll bomb the pillars, and whenever we get the one in the wave, we can shoot at Mother Sphere.
So basically, their plan is we have the Nurse Dese cannon functional, but the body isn't, and we can only target one of the pillars. But there's another pillar blocking the other one. So we're gonna group up our team into 4s and then put bombs on one of the pillars to break it down, so that the cannon can actually fire the third one, which means that 2 pillars will be down, 1 will be up, then the spear barrier will disappear.
It was a nice touch getting to at least acknowledge and name some of the other past cadets for Super at the Academy during the setup.
That's like, what, 24 episodes ago? I have a feeling that they wanted to have an episode where they show the other TPU members, because a lot of these characters have names and we barely know them.
It's like Storage, where we see the people in the background, and while they don't get names, we do see them.
Well, some of them do have names. It's just it's the issue of Ultraman now only being 25 episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe an extra 5 episodes would have worked.
I think.
Give it an extra 5 or 10 episodes.
I think 30 episode is a decent middle ground.
Yeah, like 30 episodes is a decent middle ground where you can have 5 episodes of filler. I mean, if you really
or you could just cut out the crossover episodes.
Because we know that this year marks the 10-year anniversary of the New Generation Ultraman. And there are rumors that the next Ultraman show, Ultraman Blazar, the previous New Gen heroes are coming back.
Like they weren't back almost all the time.
Yeah, as they always do. But this time they're playing alternate reality versions of themselves where they didn't become Ultramen.
I don't know how to feel about that.
So the plan goes well at first.
Until Terraphaser moves and it's like...
And then Terraphaser said, I started blasting.
Like at this rate, Ogums is completely taken over by the sphere and just being a zombie.
Yeah, so he shoots the Nurse Dese, which did not kill the captain, surprisingly.
How could things get worse?
The Nurse Dese gets shot. Murhoshi gets his arm broken. Everyone on the ground basically gets bodied.
One of the pillars got rebuilt.
Kengo's busy not being Trigger. And Kanata is growing some spheres.
And then he finally transformed, fought Terraphaser, and then basically convinced Agams that, wait, this ain't what you want. This ain't what your wives want. This is wrong.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
In his own way, he truly saved Ogums. And what do we get? Another team up.
Yeah, and then they destroyed the second pillar, and the barrier is gone.
Everything's going out fine. Oh no, Ogums just got shot.
What the fuck is that? And then Mother Spear finally lands on Earth and beat the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, according to Agams, the mother doesn't really do this. She sort of just floats in the orbit of the planet and then absorbs it.
I think it's because they destroyed the pillars.
Where it's like, oh, this one's actually fighting back.
Like, I could see as soon as he saved Ogams, I knew he wouldn't last long. But even though he became a good guy and fought back, when he died, I'm like, you felt bad. I'm like, oh shit. Like, we just saved him. Give him a break.
I freaking cried this morning rewatching these episodes. And then they all got knocked out. Agam is dead. Everyone's fucked. Then all of a sudden, energies are coming out of the ground, which is the Eternity Core, and then the episodes end.
And I bet you're thinking, viewers who may not watch Decker, how does Mother Spear supposed to know about the Eternity Core? Remember when Kengo got his memory absorbed on the moon?
Remember the crossover?
I gotta say, that's a nice touch. Instead of having the crossovers be like, your obligatory team-up episodes, they were sort of foreshadowing the major plot point to the finale.
They were tie-ins.
Jeez, like they planned out this story.
Yeah.
The fact that the Mother Spears know about the Eternity Core and where it belongs, it uses its like space and time thingy to actually awaken it, absorb its energy, and essentially making Earth a ticking time bomb.
And whenever she fires a blast at Kanata, he's thinking, okay, I'll use my shield caliber. And he's absorbing it at first.
It can't withstand that much.
It's too much power to the point where he gets blasted out of Dynamic. He is on the ground, weak. The Ultra D Flasher temporarily gets destroyed, and he's showing results of absorbing the spear energy. This is not a good day for Decker.
Also, Ichika and Ryomon find out that Kengo's trigger.
What the fuck?
Nani, the fuck?
Kengo, your trigger? Smile. Oh, fuck, that hurts.
And then essentially, they form a plan. Kanata's actor actually put out a tweet, and the tweet has a behind-the-scenes shot. And essentially, it's the shot. You know that tablet Ryomon has that has this whole planned out thing.
Yep.
Okay, so basically, Ryomon came up with a plan, and that involves the Gut Select team to work with Trigger and Decker. And then the captain essentially said, "But we don't know who's the Ultraman." Finally,
by the way, this is episode 25.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, it leads into episode 25, The Light Far Beyond.
Kanata finally reveals to the entire team that he's Ultraman Decker and everyone. The vice captain was a little bit shocked, and then the captain was like, "So you've been the one that's been helping us the whole time."
And I'm just gonna get this right out of the way right now. Ichika sold it so well.
You know what sold it for me? No overplayed music.
Yeah, like the Trigger reveal.
When it was revealed that Agams was Agams in episode 14, they decided, you know what, no music here. When Kanata reveals that he's Ultraman, you get that raw feeling of just seeing their expressions. Holy shit.
Just the idea that when they're thinking this plan, it's like, oh yeah, we all talked about this. We're all going to do this. And there's that pause. No, I didn't pick it. Kanata, you were alone doing all this. And he tells her, funny you say that because you guys have been helping me. So I wasn't alone.
That scene alone made this entire season worth it.
And then the captain talked to the team, and he finally actually gives Kanata his basically his like quote unquote nickname, because he called Ryumon the observant genius, and then Ichika the straightforward genius. And then now that Kanata has come with himself that he's Ultraman Decker and that he's been working hard this whole time alone trying to help out with the team, then the captain finally gives Kanata the nickname of the hardworking genius.
Here's the tablet with the information on it.
Yeah, and the tablet,
Kango's
the
trigger.
plan. I like how
we get so serious, so invested in Decker's reveal, and then Kango's trigger, hee hee, lol.
Yeah, that has to be intentional. And then this was not told in the episode, but in a tweet that Kanata's actor posted where it shows the behind the scenes, the plan that they had for the final episode is called Plan TDG, which is short for Trigger Decker Gut Select. But we all know what it's referencing.
Subarai, you cheeky bastards.
You cheeky bitches.
We were never going to get the Gaia next gen, were we?
Yeah.
Nope. Plot twist, Blazar.
That doesn't start with a G. I always think Ultraman Getter would be a good name.
But Gar, that would make sense. So, after these heartfelt and humorous reveals, the plan begins.
Fucking attack the mother with everything we got.
We just fire cannons. We're in the jets. We're on the ground. Hanejiro piloting the Terra Phaser.
Oh, by the way, turns out the Phase Riser was still in the Terra Phaser, so we found out the weakness behind the mother from that.
Ain't that convenient?
I hate to be the sorry bastard that found Agum's friggin' disintegrated corpse. It's just weird. What does Kengo do? He fucking jumps out of the jet.
Jumps out of the jet, almost recreating the Trigger Truth moment.
Which some people speculate that may just be like an alternate take. But I don't think it was.
I think it was just very similar.
Yeah, I think it was just like a lot of people thought it was like an alternate take because once they go back into the final battle, Kengo's wearing his Gut Select's uniform.
But nope, we see him still wearing it.
Goes glitter.
Goes glitter.
Becomes super glitter after absorbing the Eternity Core energy.
He absorbs the Eternity Core energy, passes it to Decker, transforms back to normal, flies downward. Decker jumps up, and he's like, Kanata, you got this. Yeah, I do. Decker!
Because we gotta do the traditional final episode epic transformation.
And for a brief nanosecond, we get Glitter Decker.
That's not a form, it's just the Eternity Core energy.
But before that, let's just say the Spears almost won by absorbing everything.
You guys ever seen the original Digimon ending?
It was like that.
Yeah.
Finally hear Mother Spear Sword's voice, which is voiced by Sayaka Ohara, who has done a lot of popular female anime characters.
Nice.
And basically, Mother Spear Swords went on to say, we are trying to unite every single thing into one and removing all emotions.
Basically, your typical hive mind setup.
Yeah. And then Kanata, being Kanata, says, fuck that bullshit. What makes us unique is our differences.
We sometimes fail. We make mistakes. But we can always try again.
Cue the opening.
Right on time.
Cover it.
It's copyright because I'm too damn good at it.
That quote basically sums up to, fuck you, we're human.
I also think it may be a little jab at Trigger, show-wise.
Oh yeah, because, the whole thing about I'm Trigger. I can only be Trigger.
But no, just the idea that, not a lot of people like Trigger. It made money, yes, but no one really liked the show.
It was a weak effort.
It made mistakes, and it failed. It failed at what it wanted to do. But we could always try again with Decker. I was thinking this week, I was really thinking hard on what to show, what to compare Decker to. And I'm thinking of like movies and shows where the first season or first movie is really bad, but the second season or movie is better. Like it's praised. And it hit me. It hit me like the day before recording. Ultraman Tiga is the original Star Trek show. It's loved and it's praised.
Mm-hmm.
Ultraman Trigger is Star Trek the Motion Picture. It looks like Ultraman. It smells like Ultraman.
But the soul's not
but
there.
There is no soul there. There's no heart.
It just smiles.
That goddamn smile.
Smile.
So you know what that makes Decker? That makes Decker the Wrath of Khan.
Ooh, that is a good comparison, actually.
They learned their lessons the first time. They saw what worked, they saw what didn't work, and they made something that everyone enjoys, and they all say is superior.
Because, well, that's what Decker is. It's the antithesis to Trigger.
With everyone together, they defeat the mother. The barrier around the Earth is gone for good now. So if Mars, the spheres are wiped out from the entire multiverse, we'll never see them again for realsies this time.
Happy ending.
Happy ending.
And then it just funny. As soon as the force field goes away, boom! All of a sudden, every single shuttle from Mars. I'm like, have you been waiting there the entire time?
Yeah, because they literally said they were waiting.
But yeah, everyone comes home.
And all the aliens that were trapped on Earth can finally go back home now. So
Like,
Grand Grace can go back to the Ella King and the.
Like I do like the nice touch where like as soon as we see this, like as soon as a sphere force goes away, everyone starts getting calls like, "Well, you're coming back to Mars," and you see the ship and just cuts to kind of to the grandpa. He's like talking to the parents. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice."
No, I'm just thinking, just Ellie and her, like Ellie yelling with her partner. Just, are you leaving Earth? In like 2 weeks. I gotta give my job a 2-week notice.
But just seeing the ships come in, everyone's like waving them down, like, "Hey guys, what's on?"
But all's happy ending has something sad. The D-Flasher basically disappears.
At first, I thought it was a weird theory of like, since the timeline has changed, that Decker no longer sent his power set to the past. But I may be wrong on that.
I think the power to set just goes back to where it belongs, which is future Decker.
Yeah, I think I was just saying it went back to future Decker.
We'll have to find out in the movie.
Do you think it might went to Dinas?
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, I think someone said that in the synopsis, the new synopsis, apparently the D-Flasher that Dinas has is the same one after the finale. Which I'm like, okay, so does that mean that it automatically goes to Dinas, or future Decker gives it to Dinas, or something like that?
We'll see in the movie.
And the movie's like what, 2 weeks time?
Yeah, 2 weeks away,
Yep.
like $8 away.
We end on a really happy note.
Happy ending.
Just this once, everyone lives.
Except for Agams.
Everyone.
Except for Agams.
And his wife.
Oh yeah, and we freaking see his ghost.
The freaking Force ghost. It's just like,
what if the movie shows them go to the future?
Like new timeline version of Agams and Decker.
Yeah, because he did say even if this timeline Earth dies, that means this timeline for Planet Basil still lives on.
What if, like, we do go to the future, but we see future Decker and Agams fight together as Decker and Terra Phaser?
No, we go into the future, and Agams is Decker.
Oh shit! Although we need to ask the most important question.
It's just Zero.
It's Zero again. It's Leto.
It all comes back to Zero.
We need to ask, but here's the thing. Decker needs to answer the most important question. Who does Kanata fuck?
I'm guessing he ends up with Ichika.
Because there was a magazine image of, I guess, some screenshots from the movie, and people were speculating, oh, Kanata shipping with Ichika or Dinas, you pick.
I don't know, because one thing about like Ichika's and Kanata's interaction in the final episode says romantic, because it's not like Dinah where they immediately like, oh yeah, I like you, I love you, but in this one it's just you're my friend, you've been helping me out.
See, Decker, you're right. You're right. That won't stop people from shipping them, though.
I love you. I have a boyfriend.
Damn it.
Who knows? The movie might introduce a last-minute love interest for Kanata.
If Venus is like Kanata, who Kanata is going to end up with, and like I don't mind that if the movie shows her being like a really good character, and I think that the romance is, good, and they have a good chemistry. But that also mean that if Kanata bangs Venus, I mean he bangs an alien.
No, I'm just thinking, just like, Venus, I love you. I love you too, Dad. Dad.
Oh no.
Oh
okay.
no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
Hey, I pray to fucking God that is not his daughter.
It's not. It's not.
Okay, let's see. If that happens, I'm gonna be flipping every single table within me.
Like I think in the press.
I mean, every single people that shipped those two when they announced were like, God freaking damn it.
No, I think in the press information they said Venus is from present day Decker time.
Okay.
Yeah, she's part of an alien race.
Yeah, she's part of an alien race that I guess needed the powers of Decker. Which, if you buy the Memorial Edition, you can get the Ultraman Venus card.
Which I want.
Freaking Sweet Home Ultrabama. We do not condone incest, please.
For legal purposes, everything we are saying is just jokes. Do not take what we say seriously.
Yes, especially the part about Johnny's cocaine bear and Kanata's actor trying to hunt us down.
We are just trying to make the funny ha-has for views about Ultraman.
About Ultraman, yes. So that's essentially Ultraman Decker.
Yeah. I think we'll save our series thoughts after we watch the movie, because the movies are essentially now like the true finale.
They're canon.
They look at Comrade X8. Oh yeah, we should make our movie the true ending.
But at least in Ultraman's case, it will be a canon ending.
But the movie is sort of just like it's like the supersonic level of from Sonic Adventure, where it's like you can play each level of like all the other characters and get a decent ending. But if you want the true ending, whew, that was a very long episode.
We lost our friend Bear and our interdimensional friend Seven. Animals came in and tried to stop us from concluding Decker's story. Luckily, we made it here.
Just say this now, like for the people watching this eventually posted video, there were quite a few interruptions, but we managed to get through because we love this show so much.
One of these interruptions is my cat purring, but she just wants love and affection. I guess with that wraps up the first season of Ultra Galaxy Chat.
What a way to end the season.
Yeah.
Boy, what a journey this has been.
But that is Ultra Galaxy Chat episode 12. Decker good.
Decker good.
Decker good. And
if you watch it on Super-Eye, you can agree with us.
But you can watch all of Ultraman Decker right now on YouTube. So
legally
go.
On the Super-Eye channel.
Yeah.
Or
go now.
I
will make you. As a man named Decker, I am enforcing you to do it.
Decker,
do it, cowards.
Decker told you to do it.
You have to follow him. He's the main character for now.
Yeah. Now, excuse me, I gotta go back to the future. Okay, that means I'm still gonna be in the show. I'm just having fun with the whole concept of Ultraman Decker right now. Oh, I'm still surprised that that's an actual Ultraman name now. Right. I'm associated with Ultraman.
Yeah, but when the hell's Ultraman Garvulus gonna be a thing? Garvulus!
I thought you were gonna say Garvulus Garvler.
Garvler.
No, that's Gargles. That's my blog.
Oh, that's his blog. Which you can only check out if you go watch the cast. If you check out the Cast Ranger server.
I see Ultraman J more than Ultraman Garvulus, sadly.
Marvel Comics didn't have an Ultraman come out and be like, I'm Ultraman Marvelous.
That would mean that you had to establish that in the actual canon, and then they're gonna bring that into the Ultra Galaxy Fight show. That would also make the Marvel comics canon. Kind of. I don't know how the comic works.
So here's how we put Ultraman in the MCU.
No. That's it for now. Schwa for now, everybody.
Schwa for now.
Schwa for now.
Schwa.
Schwa.
Ecker good.